The planet had no name anymore. Once it had been called Ardent Reach, a mining colony, then a forward military outpost, then a battlefield. Now it was just scrap and wind. Ren Cole liked it that way. No banners, no commanders, no orders, just metal and silence. He walked the graveyard plains at dawn, boots crunching over powdered glass and oxidized steel. The sky burned orange behind the broken skeleton of a fallen cruiser half buried in sand. The wreck had been there for 18 years. He knew because he had stripped it himself. Ren was not a soldier. He was not a hero. He was a scavenger. More specifically, he collected prosthetics, arms torn off in boarding actions, legs crushed by artillery, neural interface rigs ripped from helmets, replacement organs hardened in armored casings. War left pieces behind. Ren gathered them. Inside his workshop, which had once been a cargo container, shelves lined every wall. Hundreds of artificial limbs rested there, human Keltari, even a few from fringe species that had sold weapons to both sides. He cleaned them. He repaired what he could. He modified what he must. Then he sold them cheap to settlers on the outer colonies, to miners, to farmers, to anyone who had lost something and could not afford a corporate rebuild. He never asked how they lost it, only what size. People thought it was strange work. Ren thought it was necessary work. War took enough. Someone had to give something back. That morning he spotted smoke on the horizon. Fresh smoke. He adjusted his goggles and climbed a ridge of twisted alloy plating. Beyond it, a small shuttle lay smashed into the sand, hull glowing faint blue beneath scorch marks. Keltari design. Ren stopped walking. The war between humanity and the Keltar Dominion had ended 20 years ago. A bitter stalemate. Too many dead. Too much destruction. This planet had been abandoned by both sides. So why was there a new Dominion shuttle here? He approached slowly, hands visible, pulse steady. The hatch was blown open from inside. Not good. Inside, the air smelled of ozone and blood. Dark blood, thick, almost black. It streaked across the floor toward the rear compartment. Ren followed it. The Keltari lay slumped against the wall, massive, taller than any human by half a meter. Broad shoulders, blue skin patterned with faint silver lines like circuitry beneath the surface. One arm was gone from the elbow down. Not flesh, mechanical. The prosthetic socket was shattered. Wires hung loose. Fluid leaked slowly onto the deck. For golden eyes snapped open as Ren stepped closer. They locked onto him. Ren raised both hands. "I am not armed," he said calmly. "I collect broken things." The alien's voice came rough, layered, like two tones speaking at once. "You are human, yes. You should kill me." Ren frowned slightly. "That seems inefficient." The alien's breathing hitched. "My kind killed yours." Ren shrugged. "Your kind killed many. So did mine." He crouched carefully, studying the damaged interface. "That socket is salvageable," he muttered. The alien blinked slowly. "You do not fear me." "I do," Ren replied honestly. "But fear does not repair joints." Silence stretched between them. "My name," the alien said at last, "is War Captain of the Third Spear, Ren Cole, Scavenger. You will not help me. That depends on what? On whether you want to live." Velkor stared at him. I came here seeking a human engineer. Ren almost laughed. You found a junk mechanic. Perhaps, Velkor said, voice weakening. That is better. Ren worked quickly. He sealed the fluid leak first. The alien did not scream, did not flinch beyond tightening muscles. Disciplined, strong. Ren respected that. He dragged Velkor from the wreck with effort and loaded him onto a grav sled. It took 20 minutes to reach the workshop. Inside, Velkor's eyes widened. Rows upon rows of prosthetic limbs gleamed under dim lighting. Human arms with industrial grips. Reinforced combat legs. Keltari, biomech hybrids. Precision neural adapters. You harvest the fallen, Velkor said quietly. I rescue what war discards, Ren replied. He searched the shelves until he found a heavy-duty human combat prosthetic. Military grade, outdated but powerful, designed for strength over elegance. It will not match your armor, Ren said. It will not look pretty. I require function, Velkor said. Good. The interface did not align. Ren opened panels, rerouted connectors, built a translation layer between human neural signals and Keltari bioelectrical impulses. Hours passed. Outside, the sun moved overhead. Inside, sparks flew. You fought in the war, Velkor said at one point. Yes, you hate my kind. Ren tightened a bolt. I hated the war. That is different. You lost someone. Yes, Velkor said nothing after that. Finally, Ren stepped back. Try, Velkor focused. The prosthetic twitched. Then the fingers curled. Slow, then stronger. The alien lifted the arm and rotated it. The servos hummed loudly but held steady. Powerful, remarkable. Velkor breathed. Temporary, Ren corrected. It will overheat under sustained combat. Velkor gave him a long look. You expect combat. Ren tilted his head. You did not crash by accident. Before Velkor could answer, a distant tremor shook the metal walls. Ren froze. He stepped outside. On the horizon, 3 Dominion dropships descended through the clouds. They tracked you, Ren said. Yes. How many? Enough. Ren stared at the approaching ships. He could run. He had hidden bunkers, escape routes. He could vanish into the scrap fields. Instead, he turned back inside. Velkor stood. You will leave, the alien said. This is not your fight. Ren began pulling power cells from a crate. It became my fight when they crossed my sky. He activated a control panel welded from mismatched components. Across the junk plains, dormant machines awakened. Mining drones, excavation rigs, half-repaired warbots he had never sold. He had not collected only prosthetics. He had collected potential. You prepared for invasion, Velkor said. I prepared for survival. The dropships landed hard, sand exploding outward. Dominion soldiers advanced in formation, energy rifles raised. Ren handed Velkor a power pack. Your arm will hold for 5 minutes at full output. That is sufficient. The first volley struck the workshop walls. Metal screamed. Ren activated the drones. From beneath scrap heaps, automated turrets rose and opened fire. The battlefield erupted. Velkor charged. The human prosthetic glowed as Ren overclocked its power remotely. Velkor tore through the first line like a storm. The reinforced arm-smashed armor, shattered shields, ripped rifles apart. Dominion soldiers hesitated. Confusion spread. They had expected a wounded traitor. They found a warrior reborn. Ren directed drones with precise efficiency. Mining lasers sliced through troop transports. Servo rigs collapsed under remote detonation. The junkyard became a fortress. A Dominion commander advanced with a heavy plasma cannon. Veilcore met him head-on. The plasma blast struck his shoulder, burning flesh. He did not fall. He drove the human prosthetic straight through the commander's chest plating. The overheat alarm screamed. 30 seconds, Ren shouted. Veilcore turned toward the remaining soldiers. The arm began to spark violently. He raised it high. For honor, he roared. The prosthetic discharged in a blinding arc of energy that swept across the battlefield. Then it went dark. Silence followed. The remaining Dominion troops retreated to their final dropship and fled. Smoke drifted over twisted wreckage. Veilcore stood unsteady but alive. Ren approached slowly. "You broke it," Ren said, looking at the smoking arm. "It served," Veilcore replied. Ren nodded once. That it did. They stood together in the fading light. "Why did you help me?" Veilcore asked. Ren thought carefully before answering. "Because I am tired of war taking arms and legs and futures. Because if I let them kill you here, then nothing changes. Because someone has to decide to be better." Veilcore lowered himself slightly in a gesture of deep respect. "Humanity was never weak," he said. "We misjudged you." Ren gave a small, tired smile. "Most people do." Over the next 2 days, Ren repaired Veilcore's shuttle using salvaged parts. Before departure, Veilcore removed the damaged prosthetic. "Keep this," he said. "It is human. It defended me." Ren shook his head. "No, take it. Let them see it." Veilcore studied him. "You believe I will return. I believe you will choose what is right." The shuttle lifted into the sky. Ren watched until it became a star. Then he turned back to the junkyard. The battlefield was quiet again. Broken machines, twisted armor, more pieces left behind. Ren walked forward and began collecting. Not weapons, not trophies, arms, legs, fragments of second chances. He was not a hero. He was not a soldier. He was a scavenger. And if the galaxy insisted on breaking people, he would keep putting them back together.